Hi guys, it's Sheep and welcome to Dungreed. Now, this is an incredibly great game that I've been playing for quite a while, and it just recently got an update and added in a whole ton of new stuff. Now, I never personally finished the game, but all this added equipment and rooms and monsters and everything that's in this game, all of it might just give me a new advantage to take out the final boss and finish the game once and for all. So this time, I'm bringing you guys along, starting a new save. This is my old save. Let's go. Now, starting off, it's your basic average adventure. Virtual town is created. Virtual town gets a virtual monster. Virtual monster eats everything. Virtual hero comes to save virtual town people, and the virtual town people help the hero as he saves them. As you can see, we get a quick little overview of a little bit of the town, its past, mysterious dungeon, and we get to see the beginning right there. Now, it's a lot more horrifying than it looks, him swallowing everything, but trust me, it's okay. Everything has a beginning, and here we come for the middle part. I don't think I'm doing too well, but hey, it's a basic story. Move with A and D, as you can see. This is our little hero. He's he, she, it is a... I'm not really going into that. Come over here, start the dungeon, and chomp. 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 There we go. As you can see, we get swallowed by the Dungreed and are sentenced. Oh my god. I cannot speak today. Please forgive me. Now, I'm not going to be doing the little dialogue options because I already know what they all say. If you want to read, I will give you a couple seconds, or you can pause the video, see what you come through. But I've already seen all this, heard all this. I'll be explaining it as we go along. So here we go. Now, starting off with the basic tutorial, we got the jump. I use the up key, so this isn't necessarily true with the whole space. This is though. For some reason you have to use spacebar. Then again, it makes a lot more sense. We do have a little dash here. It uses up, so we don't have the infinite dash. We only have 2. Later in the game, this will be upgraded as we can get small upgrades and or, well, to come information about that. But we'll be able to upgrade that later. Now we have a little inventory. Hit F. Take the great sword. This is our inventory here. This is our new great sword. It is extremely slow. I stick to the more attacks per second is equal to about 5 or more weapons. Those are about my favorite. But I mean, with slow attack comes heavy damage, I hope. I mean, that's not always true, but it's what I go for. Okay. Onward with the dash. Now, we also have the minimap that I will be using quite often because I often get lost and forget which way I'm going. Switching to the great sword, boom! 18 day, ow. I did not mean to get hit by that guy. For some reason, I didn't take any, it's the tutorial, who cares. Boop. But as you can see, it's not the fastest. You kind of have to, I mean, it's 1.5, so every 1.5 seconds, I hit off an attack. Not the worst. As you can see, these are our character stats. You have all of them here. Be really quick with pausing the video if you ever want to see them on different standards. Forgot to press C to turn that off. And here is come help the voice nearby. This, as I will show in a second, after I triple kill, this is the town carpenter Yulford. Thank you for saving me. You are very welcome. I'm going to skip this, as you guys can clearly read if you just pause the video. Then again, how many of you out there actually care to read any of this? Okay. Teleportando. Now, from here on out, if we find someone in the dungeon, they will instantly teleport themselves out. I will stay in the dungeon. It's only this one-time thing. Whenever you successfully complete the dungeon and or die, I will be dying because I don't think... It's extremely hard to complete the dungeon, full run it. But you can. It's possible, it's just hard. But every time you leave the dungeon takes everything. You do not exit with any items, only the gold you collect. And it's still a limited amount of gold based on your level. So, I'll be low level, so I'm not going to be getting much gold when I get downed. Doot. We are very shocked, apparently. Now this necklace brings us back to the altar, and we can restore the altar if we find the altar priestess in the dungeon. It's actually it comes with there's a special room in the dungeon that you can use once you've gotten the altar back to its former glory. So now we have to go back into the dungeon. Sure, I agree to help you for some reason. Frankly, I'd rather not, but I mean, it's gold. Now this is actually a funny part. So his grandfather was a blacksmith, the best blacksmith in town, and he created the lightest, most easily craftable sword and put it in a box. It was so light and easy to craft that he made about, I don't know, about 1 million of them. So whenever we enter the dungeon, we will always have our short sword to start. No matter what. Okay, so we got our short sword here, and we're ready to head on in, because there's nothing else but Yulford, and he's kind of boring to talk to. I will try to make it to the first boss here. Shouldn't be too hard. I've beaten him multiple times, so I think I have a pretty good chance. Then again, in the update, it did say there were multiple new rooms added, multiple new enemies, new items. So there are probably things that I haven't seen, so it's good to get to see them with you guys. Let's see. Now, first off, we will be stopping at the inn. Now, the inn is run by Hererica, and what she does is, I believe there's a prompt that pops up once I food shop. Now, you can pay for food at the inns, which are located within the dungeon. You can only eat one type of food per floor, so I only get to pick one of these. Stats from the food vary depending on the floor you're in. This is what I believe has changed, because you used to be able to eat, if you had the satiety, you used to eat multiple things per floor, and I believe there isn't really a chance, like, you had the chance to get anything. It wasn't, you know, specifically bound to what type of dungeon or what floor you're in. But the satiety, you only have 100, as you can see down here in the bottom left. You have 100, and I'll show you. Eating it, so that'll fill me up 55. To lower your satiety once you've eaten something, going into a room that you haven't been in decreases it by, I believe, 2 or 4. I don't remember. But we don't have any gold, so we won't be able to eat anything. But I stick around health, evasion, and power. I don't really... The critical really doesn't matter to me, because I usually get that upgrade by weapons alone, or just stat increases through leveling. And this is the town trainer, Kablovina. I hate her name, because it's really hard to say. Then again, Hererica did get me tongue-tied the first time I saw it. Your adventure, yes, I was training a nightmare necklace. Here you go, teleport out of here. I got places to be. Huh. Now I got heavy hitter, ow, skeleton, taking 20 damage, the regular bats. Yeah, skeletons. I hate this sword. Huh. Got you, skeleton down. And as you can see in the top right, that'll display how many enemies we have. I should have dodged that. Sword is kind of weak though. Okay, what do we got? The Midas ring, ring of Midas. As you can think, Midas, touch of gold, 75% gold drop. The attack speed is also good. I love attack speed. In this game, attack speed is a great thing. Having a high attack speed is wonderful. There's a weapon, my favorite weapon. If I can get a high attack speed on it, it is beautiful. Bloodstone ring, I wish I could take that. It's really good. Recovers HP every time you kill 10 enemies. It's beautiful. Love it. Can't have any of this, and I don't have anything to sell, so that, oh, yeah, almost forgot. That is, or this is, Croc, the market man, salesman? I don't really know. He has a name. All I know is it's Croc. I don't really care about anything else. Boop. Over here, and start off this floor with 2 skeletons. I really hope we get a new weapon soon. Dodge heavy attack. Skeletons. Luckily, the skeletons, like, once they draw their bow, they're kind of stuck in that position, so it's really easy to avoid skeleton archers. The heavy hitters are relatively easy. Salamander's Eye for secondary. Salamander's Eye throws a tiny ball of fire. though it doesn't do... Well, actually, crap. I'm not doing too good at this after saying I'm good at this game. In the first couple floors, it does actually do quite a bit of damage, and if anyone noticed, out of the corner of their eye, there is a chest down here. Crap, I didn't get the gold. And take a little bit of damage. I was about to say, this is only a starter run to show you guys dungeon, so I'm okay with dying. Whoops, dodge. Trying to think. When it comes to items, there are sets. So the Salamander's Eye is actually part of a set of 3 objects or items that when a set is put together, you have all the items equipped, it gives you a status effect. So the Salamander's Eye, if I'm using that at the moment and have the 2 other objects equipped, I will get a status effect. Now, I don't believe I personally ever got that set, so I don't know what the status effect for that is, but the items involved in the set were actually incredibly good items other than the Salamander's Eye, so I would expect that it did something pretty good. Now, this Mystic Pot is used to, you put 3 items in, you combine, it gives you something else. Now what you get is usually really crappy no matter what you put in there, so I usually avoid it. I never really get anything good out of there. Now this is a really bad room because it has a mega bat. See, I never understood why the Salamander's Eye had a reload speed. It was just a stick with a piece of fire on it. Now, I died. I was defeated. This is really, really a bad depiction of me as a player of this game. So I'm not too happy about that, but then again, we really didn't start off with anything really good. Now, what we got here is Yulford will tell us, he saw you in the dungeon, why are you here? We got knocked out, I didn't know you say, yeah, naps. I mean, I don't really care. Yeah, I lost consciousness, get over it. I'll go save the people later. Now, right now, Yulford, since we saved Kublavina, she now has a spot over here, and now, since we talked to her, I mean, you don't have to talk to her, I just like go and talk to them real quick. You can now, if we have the gold, we can come over here, talk to this guy, and he can build her training school. Now, which is very important. I love the training school. Everyone should if you play this game. Because, as you saw, we became level 4. We built it. Every time you build a structure, you get items. Items come out of that. So now, all these new items are in the dungeon. I love the bats. The bats are great. This, however, paired with 2 other objects that I absolutely love, create an ultimate combo. It's not a set, but I personally love it because it's pretty hard to beat if you can get all the 3 items. But you don't usually run into all 3, which kind of upsets me. But yeah, all of these are really good items, except for Slingshot. Slingshot sucks. It's just a personal thing. But now that that's done, we have 4 levels, which means we have 4 points to train with. Now, my setup before I prestige, and prestiging just adds in more points and stuff for you to use, because you cap out at 30. I usually build up Mystic and put about 5 or 10 points in Greed, and 5 in Greed, 5 in Swiftness, depending. But I usually start off with Mystic because Evasion is my best friend in this game. I love Evasion. But now that we have that set up, we can now head back into the dungeon. I'm going to ask for your forgiveness if this video ends up being a lot longer than it should be. But it's a really fun game, so I mean, I want to show off at least the first dungeon boss. I'm getting rid of the Banshees first because they're really annoying. Their attacks go through all walls, so if they fire off their attack, it's pretty much, there's like, oh, if I jump up here, I'll be safe. No, I won't. Because their attack goes through everything until it goes off screen. So they're about the most annoying enemy, or one of the most annoying enemies in the game. That's why I usually target them first. After the banshees, I would probably target the big bats. Purple big bats are horrible. The red big bat is annoying. Red bats in general are annoying, those bats that I saw. Purple regular bats, though, they do absolutely nothing. They cannot hurt you whatsoever. Which is why I wonder they're in the game. But I don't really care because they're pretty easy. And sometimes you just get a room full of them and it's just like super easy. Now the katana, I believe, has some incredibly impressive stats. I'll take the spike ball. The katana, minus dash damage, but I don't really use dash damage. There's a chance that when you dash, if you go across an enemy or stop at an enemy, it deals damage to them, but I don't usually use that. And then the spike ball, it just, you know, it attacks enemies and gives us that +1 crit chance, which isn't too good, but the possibility of an AoE around me just helps. Ooh, dodge the bull. Ooh. Oh, that was close. Ow. Which one of you shot me? The katana, though, however, really quickly, this is a fairy. It gives +10 health. I will be looking out for those all the time. There's a +10, +20, +40, and +80 fairy. Now, I just got one of my favorite weapons. Now, the Twin Swords of Madness. Each attack increases your attack speed by 15, so I will be trying to land as many hits as possible. And the +2 block, it's just an added bonus. But I love the Twin Swords of Madness. I don't know if that's the right name, but whatever. The katana's reach is insanely long for what I thought it was. Now this is the room I was talking about with the altar. Once the altar's up, we can actually use this, but for now I will leave an explanation for when we get there. Continuing on. Hello, Croc. I want it. This is going to be our ranged. This is going to be our ranged weapon. You can have the katana. I hate the katana. Okay. Now the boomerang is great for... Oh, dog. Sorry, dogs are super annoying. If I can, I'm getting rid of the dogs. It's like the banshee. Ow. But the boomerang is like one of my favorite weapons. I keep saying that all these. Green bat, here he is. So the green bat works. So when you attack, he attacks. So if I hold down attack or rapid click, then he just keeps firing. The bat family is amazing. This is one of those rooms I was talking about. Oh, didn't quite reach that guy. There we go. That's that. Okay. Then the monocle, I think, is that all our slots? Nope, we still got one more. Sweet. We're actually doing pretty good this run. I like it. Did not expect to get the Twin Swords of Madness though. Oh, we actually have money this time, and this one, these are the specialty items. Critical damage, I'm gonna take that because Twin Swords of Madness, like fast weapons with a whole lot of crit and crit chance, are incredible. We don't have money for anything else, but if we get money this round, I'm coming back because it's good to decrease your city as much as you can before you get to a boss or like a next floor. I'm gonna take out the archers first. Whoops, ran out of freaking boosts. Fun thing about this, I can just stand up here. The boomerang is actually, the reason I like it so much is that it's not bound by walls. It's kind of like the same as the banshee, where if I throw it, it's gonna go through the walls. Contrary to the bat's bullets, where once they hit the wall, they're gone. You can use the boomerang through walls, which kind of gives you the possibility of protection depending on where you are. So I did not get any money, and it's not too big of a deal. We got the crit, which is good. Growing crit chance, or was that crit damage? I don't even remember. But let's go down the road, cut all of them up, and then you got the banshee. I'll try to hit it from down here. There we go. When you first contact the banshee, it's actually it takes her quite a while to get her first attack off. So, shoot. I did not grab the chest. Nope. Keep your fireball to yourself. There we go. This is what I'm talking about. It's just, the boomerang is an amazing and fun little weapon to use. And I think now we can go back and collect our treasure. Crossbow. Not that bad of a weapon. Ow, I should have avoided that. Not bad of a weapon, but not my favorite, so I'm probably not going to use it. I don't use most of the guns in the game just because the reload really kills you. But some of them are worth using, and I will, depending on the circumstance, slot them in sometimes. Ooh, shopkeep. You are a good person to save. I shall save you. This is Milia. Milia. I don't know. You tell me. Venturer, yep. Here's a necklace. Goodbye. Whoop. Boomerang. Coming in trick. Boop. Super easy. Blunderbuss. Kind of like a shotgun, but less accuracy. Now, this is a new thing where they have auras. I haven't really been attacked or like successfully attacked by an enemy with an aura, but what I'm guessing is if an enemy has an aura and he gets a hit on you, then you take extra damage from whatever their aura is, and that was a poison aura, so I really don't want to get poisoned. So I'm probably not going to test that for a while, but sooner or later I'll probably get hit by one. Let's see. Silver earring, ruby necklace. The ruby necklace is really good to take for that plus 10% health. I will sell off these and grab the ruby necklace. Get the great sword. And then I will sell the monocle in place of the silver earring because I want that evasion. Evasion is amazing. Let's see, what do we got? Food floor. Another special one. Oh, yes. I'm taking out attack speed. Sorry, guys, but that is... Attack speed is incredible. If ever there is a chance to take attack speed, take attack speed. It's just... It's the best option. Oop, I see Banshee. And there we go. Oh. Come on, come on, come on. Oop, careful. Okay. You need to die. One last bat. I think my green bat took that bat out. I don't think that was me. Oh well. My green bat's doing good, so... I think... Okay, so here to here to here to there. Back and then up. Ugh, sometimes these get really confusing when not all the rooms have secret passages to teleport to. Oop, free chest room. Mummy's mirror. Mirror mummies, whatever. So this is protection from poison, a chance to poison if I hit them, and then if an enemy actually lands an attack, they get instantly poisoned. All in all, it's good, and I think I'm gonna switch it out for my spike ball for right now. But I know the spike ball belongs to a set, but I don't think I have enough places unlocked to have all the items in the set. Ooh, purple bat. Oh, see, right there I landed a poison hit, so. Ooh, purple bats. Make no sense because you guys do nothing. I really want more dashes. Sorry, if I like rapid click, that's usually me trying to do multiple dashes. Why? Me usually trying to do multiple dashes because in my other game I have like 4 dashes at a time, and it's just easy to move around with dashes. So I think that handles all rooms. Yep. Up and over. I'm just gonna teleport. Super easy. Boop. This is now our boss room. So on the boss floor, starting with this boss, you have all these crates that drop like gold, and then you have a chance to get health. Going up, there are less and less crates up until the point that there are no crates. So right now they're just telling you, hey, if you don't have that health and you're not sure about the boss, here's some health. But it gets harder, and sooner or later you just get to the point where whatever health you have is the amount of health you're taking to the boss room. Ooh, dodge. 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 Belial is pretty easy. He does have some tricky moves though. which, since I don't have the best stats, you kind of have to take a little bit of damage. But at the end of every boss, there's an 80 health fairy to collect, so if I lose a little bit of health, I'm not too upset about it. Seeing we're back at full health. I do usually, though, usually try to upgrade my health quite a bit, so 88 isn't that good right now. This item, every boss has an item, so once you kill them, you unlock their item. You don't get it instantly, it's just added to the dungeon. But his is the Skeleton King's sword. You trapped me because you thought I was eye candy. I curse you for eternity, burial. Now, if these are references to something or whatever, all the items and stuff have not examples. These little things that go with them, and if they are a reference to something, please tell me, because I probably won't get all of them or any of them. So that's that, and we actually got a decent drop, the Bloodstone Necklace. It is like the Ruby Necklace, but instead of 10, it does 20. I kind of want to replace the Ruby Necklace, but I'm going to keep that attack speed. Health can sometimes be better than evasion, plus, I mean, I've been eating a bunch of food that grants evasion, so I think that little 3 probably won't do that much of a difference. I did not mean to come in here, and both of you have auras. Okay, I'm gonna take out the Ice Wizard, and yep, that's how it works. So the aura that you get attacked with is added to what you got, because I got attacked by an Ice aura, and I got frozen, like, when you get hit by one of those Ice shards. I'm gonna end the video there, just because it's getting hectic, and I was supposed to beat the first boss and cut it there. I accidentally got ahead of myself. My apologies. I will catch you guys next time. This has been Derp Sheep. See you guys later.